These bitches be dying. The land is a mess. Ground has turned into flesh. Trees have turned into sinew. The sky is eternally glum with no sight of sunlight, other than just the vaguest little bit of shine in the clouds. You have found two other people. One, Joseph, who has a mechanized leg that constantly hisses to everyone's probable annoyment, and a dwarf with a very peculiar habit of craftsmanship, with a very, very aggressive-sounding trash can robot.
Frank!
You guys have fought this giant radicalismic beast who dodged countless point-blank shotgun blasts.
Radicalism!
Did you just say radicalism?
Yeah.
Radicalism!
Ah, yes.
Ah, yes. The enigmatic Decacidus. Now joined by Helena and Thephany, who have just wondered where the fuck everyone went.
Hello.
Oh, I thought, my bad.
Yes.
My bad?
Skuka. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Stephanie coming out of the tower once again being interrupted from her studies by loud murder noises. Yes, that too.
Her elven ears detect all.
Had a future vision about you guys fighting dwarfs and thought and felt left out, so she decided to trail you guys.
So everyone now converging upon the battlefield, the blood beginning to run cold from this once imposing beast. Catching everyone's breath, etc., etc. My brain is dying as I cannot remember what I wrote down off the top of my head now. Did the what? he did. He did. And it's up to Jason what he did afterwards.
I mean, it's okay if he just heads back more
Thinking that he
rapidly.
did a very good job at helping everyone quell this monster, he leaves.
He'll go back to let everyone back at base know what's going on.
So, standing at this now forlorn creature, its guts now awashing the now fleshy ground, as you just see it slowly begins to sink amongst the newfound substrate that is coating the ground. It's slowly just becoming a part of it.
Of the people here, who does Stephanie actually know? Just Helena?
Helena... Yeah, I think it's just Helena. You saw Skuka leaving.
Skuka. What in God's name is that? I swear, you normies get up to the most disgusting crap by yourselves.
I don't know what it is. I got stuck.
You're all operating on behalf of the tower, correct? Yes. Yes, well, I've come to supervise this, unjudicial killing of monsters.
What's everyone's passive perception?
Joseph's is 9.
Yeah. To cast 14.
11.
Yes.
There's Skuka, but he's just leaving. He's got a 14.
I'm gonna laugh at Scoop because the only one that sees this. Yep. Okay. What's thefts? Okay, so theft does see this.
Eyeball emoji.
You had to get a 13. So theft.
Yeah, I tied with somebody.
Who?
I don't know any of you new people. Who are you? So rude, you haven't even introduced yourself.
You just say that to the group?
Yes.
Okay, so Joseph will go up to you.
Ignoring the fact that Stephanie hasn't introduced herself.
Joseph will just go up to Stephanie and go, "My name." God, I need to remember how I do his voice. Hold on a minute.
Emotionless, like Ice Bear.
Yes, my name is Joseph.
A pleasure, Stephanie. She holds out her dainty little hand, kind of almost like she doesn't want to touch you.
He puts his hand under yours and then just bows a little bit to you. And then
he's back, small, a very, very small amount. Politeness.
And then Joseph is gonna go over to the dead thing. And he's gonna kneel and he's gonna do his thing to his deity.
Oh.
He's gonna thank Helm for his protection and yada 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 yada.
Roll percentile.
Okay. 14.
You feel a vague acknowledgement. Or you believe you do, at least. Did
And
Bren
then-
introduce himself?
Hmm?
My brain was
Bren.
Bren goes up to Grink first and pulls out a valve that's on the side of Grink, and it just lets out this hideous, loud-ass steam being released from a high-pressure container sound. And then after a couple of seconds, he just plugs the hole back in.
Stephanie's just physically wincing.
And then after that, you just hear of him slapping the side of Grenk, and he goes, "There you go." And now he's going to turn and walk up to the high elf. He's gonna look Thethany up and down, which he's 4'9", so
So mostly up.
and that I'm going to say, let business does an elf have with us?
An elf? Is there something you have against elves?
Well,
It begins.
It begins.
Stephanie's just like looking around, like what is going on?
Bren looks over to Helena, who at this point is still disguised as a dwarf.
Oh, so I don't even recognize Helena. I'm just like, who are you people?
No, you'd recognize Helena.
And the Bren just kind of gives a nod of acknowledgement to Helena and says, "If the last vouches for you, then I suppose you're okay, but I'll keep my eye on you." And do you extend your hand to shake his hand?
No, she is not. Excuse me, did you call me a dumbass? Why should I? He insulted me and brought race into a conversation that did not need it at all. I didn't pretend anyone was hideous. I can't even see their faces. They're fully armored. And I could have gotten grease on it. You want me to get grease on my hand? He was very polite. And could see I'm clearly uncomfortable with that type of thing.
So, Joseph's gonna ask, what are you guys doing out here anyway, then? What brings you?
Me?
Out of character, Zach,
Yeah.
what became of the people that we were helping?
They're still doing pretty good.
Okay, so we're
Probably
just...
on day probably a good maybe week or two after you've established them.
Okay, so was there a set thing that caused Joseph and Bren to be out here killing this thing?
There's been many creatures. They don't like entering, however they can. They just passively take damage as they are in little cavern there, little safe haven. So the bigger the creature, the more likely they are to last longer. So Radicalism was pretty big.
Okay.
Radicalism. Also out of character, I'm very concerned about that unresolved passive perception that we talked about a little bit earlier.
I was waiting for everyone to introduce themselves.
Understandable. Just know,
Okay.
Stephanie is concerned.
Joseph's just gonna say again, like, I'm just curious why you are out in the wilds here. You mentioned coming from a place that was ransacked?
Yeah, so a little town to the whatever direction I came from keeps getting besieged by these nasty monsters. I'm out here to supervise because I heard there was an unsupervised group heading out here.
Yes, there are plenty of creatures like this. I have been protecting, along with my friend here, Bren, a group of dwarves from these creatures, as well as starvation, you know, the usual. We came from quite a ways away, actually.
Do you have a permanent residence at the moment?
Yeah, right, Zach?
What? Sorry, didn't hear that at first.
The permanent residence has been made. Right.
Yep, they all have makeshift homes.
Okay.
They're starting to get some trade. They're starting to grow some fungi and what have you.
Okay. And I just relay that information to Stephanie.
How close are we to our home base, Stephanie?
About 5 days out.
Okay. Is your permanent residence nearby?
Is it, Zach?
Your permanent residence?
Yes. Current.
Literally, you're right outside the mouth of the cave.
Okay. So the cave is where they're staying.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll let them... The cave is where they are. We've been taking shelter in there.
Oh, how dreary. Would you like to come live in our little town? If not, that's perfectly acceptable. But I believe Holino is right. We have a desire to set up some sort of trade. We're here to help you. We're altruistic.
Well...
Altruistic, set in a cynical tone.
Altruistic, if you know what I mean.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
You say it was... How far away? How far to this?
5 days out, roughly.
Well, there are quite a few people with us. I'm not... Are you sure that we'd be able to keep them safe for that journey?
Stephanie, because if you were gone that last session, they finally set up the fucking warding stone.
Oh, in our town?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So they are specifically warded against the Alicorp horrors. Nothing else, though.
Okay. Well, that's still good. Big win. Now we get to keep our nasty little man.
If you feel like it would be safe enough, I can try to talk with the group.
Can I make a judgment call on whether the trip from here to the cave would be safe, based on Stephanie's knowledge?
Since you journeyed a good portion of it alone, roll intelligence with advantage.
Okay. Hell yeah.
The journey was relatively easy because you, with your magical prowess and using some time finagling, you're able to, as one person, just go easily and just go ham on the journey. Just like, I'm not waiting. I have things to do. I have places to be. So, for one person, really easy. For a group of people, it's probably going to be a little bit perilous.
Okay. So, do you think we should probably, or should I say, would Stephanie think we should probably go back, get some more like guards and stuff, and do like a more armed escort, or do you think we could handle it as our little merry band?
With that roll, and your understanding of magic on top of that, because you do sense the warding in the cavern below, you guess a few good routes are take those who want to leave in a place where safety is a bit more guaranteed, and then set up trade for those who want to stay. Take everyone and try to see how well that goes, because strength in numbers. Or maybe do small
trips. Okay.
Small trips, bringing so many people at a time with guard escort.
So I will let Joseph know these options and ask what they think is the best option for your people.
Well, it would be dangerous for those that stay, but it would be their choice. I would be willing to assist in this. Bren, what are your thoughts?
if wherever they're from has as good as fighters as the lass over here, I point to Helena, then I think these people will be safe.
Hmm.
Just a few.
Safety should be the number one priority over personal preference towards racial issues. I will bring it up with the group, and obviously that can be part of their decision on whether to stay here or not.
Joseph is a human, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
It's hard to see because he's wearing
Yeah.
huge, chunky armor, but yeah. And he's also like, hold up. Was he? 6'2".
Damn. The only person like who comes close to as tall as Stephanie. She's 6'3". So far, there haven't been too many conflicts of race.
Stephanie, going back to that intelligence roll, a good chunk of the new people who are coming in out of a need for survival, so they're getting along because they're helping each other.
Yes, camaraderie.
Quick question.
Yes.
Food should not be an issue because we still have a lot of the pemmican, right?
Oh, fuck, yeah, no. No one liked it, so they ate as little as possible.
Okay, so it's being conserved, for better or worse.
Yeah, and they're starting to get a good chunk of mushroom growing, because during the time that you guys took over, rotfall was still a thing, so getting some new mushroom growths, the larger ones, was not much of an issue, so there is a bit of sustenance going on here,
Mhm.
as best as the small number of people can be.
Now, is it the surrounding area that has less of an issue with the curse or whatever is going on, or is it just the inside of the cave?
Just the inside of the cave.
Okay.
And a bit on top of it, but not much else.
Okay. Well, I am not one for speaking. If anyone would like to come with me to let the group know, that's because Joseph has a 9 in charisma, or no, an 8. Sorry.
Oof.
Okay, so now is
Not
where
a-
passive perception comes in.
Yes.
To Tacitus, you see a familiar tall figure in a long draped cloak that covers a bit of his eyes and the majority of his body. You know this to be one of the many, nowadays, few elders. Stephanie, you also see this tall figure. This one easily is a foot taller than you.
Oh shit. Okay.
You see almost chrome-like claws, eyes that are just white and look like stars. And he's smoking from a tobacco pipe, just kind of watching. His expression's almost comparable to Sedona's, where it is just apathetic.
Does it look like he's trying to hide? Or is he just like a little bit away that we aren't really noticing him?
It looks like he's trying to bank on how quiet he is.
Okay.
Because you actually see him drift and like you see the bushes physically move, however there is no sound.
Okay.
So he's banking on his silence and how distracted you guys are.
Stephanie's just Stephanie's just gonna be like, do you know that creature? And gesture towards him.
The figure at the comment stops its shifting and turns, and you just kind of see a little bit of a smile. Creature? Haven't been called that in many years. Ironically, it was by your own kin, too. And it kind of walks from behind the bushes.
My kin, are you a Ruthriel?
No, but I was alive long before the Ruthriels have earned their title.
Oh, Zach, I just thought of something that would have come into play with this. The hawk flying around.
Oh, yeah, okay, so yeah, you would have noticed this figure as well.
Okay.
As it would have alerted you. I completely forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah, I should have remembered it as well.
Interesting.
You see the figure just turns this to Decassius, one of the newcomers. The elders were wondering where you went all this time. Always true. Always true. Always makes for a good story. And you know that this is where his job comes into play, as he is the Elder of Recital, who keeps track of a lot of historic and monumental events. Up to a point. It would seem our estranged father. It seems the little herald has found his own little heralds. But enough of my meddling, I've done quite enough. You know where to find me, dear Decassius. You know where to find me. And if not, just find your fear. I'm never too far away from him either. You see this figure just fades into a cloud of starlight and then into nothingness.
Hmm.
And Bren, you kind of hear your auntie Esther pipe up and is like, "Ooh, he was a shiny one."
My thoughts exactly.
Stephanie, you heard that come out of a mall.
Oh shit.
So you guys see Decassius and Theffi, you take a special note of this as you are a chronoturgist, and this is a chronoturgist
Oh shit.
apparition.
Oh shit.
So you know that this is an echo. It is a conjugation of causality, probability, and failure.
Ooh.
In short, this echo is a conglomeration of just failed timelines of this entity,
Interesting.
which is a spell that you can learn, I believe, later on.
Ooh. I, by the way, don't recognize Decassius, right?
Roll history. Roll history. There is a chance.
14.
The silhouette looks familiar, almost like it was in a
Hmm.
painting somewhere in your home.
Interesting. Okay. Stephanie's like mildly concerned at the moment. That would be appreciated. Okay.
It's like you took the armor off a jogger.
Dusty.
Musty, dusty, and crusty. But it has character.
Crypt.
Understandable.
So during this time, as they're discussing, everyone's getting well acquainted.
And Bethany's just glaring down this person.
It's
Not
like
so subtly
it's pretty much-
fucking.
it's literally the embodiment. It's like, I've seen this. I know this. You have the synapse, but it's just not firing. So as that is happening, one of the many hunters from below comes up and is like, "Is it safe? Can we go back to hunting?"
I believe so. We've killed the creature.
He does one of those like very loud whistles that I can never do because motorcycles are trash. Unskilled, but you know what? I'm gonna own it. But a few other people come out. A few women, few men. Mostly on the younger side, at least by dwarven standards. All with bows, crossbows, longbows, short bows, hand crossbows, even for one of them.
If I may,
Yes.
and this is Joseph talking to them as they're coming out. We have an opportunity for potentially an even better place of residence. What I'm thinking is we might allow those that wish to stay here, but moving those that wish to a new location that has been found out about now from our new friends over here. And he just gestures to Theffany.
Princess wave.
And one of the headhunter, the one that kind of asked if it was okay, was just like, well, you might want to take it up with... Let me go back to my notes real quick and scroll down. Ah, so this name is going to be familiar for some people. If I can pull up the character stats real quick. You might want to take it up with Rana.
I understand. It won't be mandatory for anyone to leave this place. But I feel like it's important to allow anyone who wishes to come with.
Well, if you want a town meeting, you'd probably want to talk to Rana. She always had a way with the people. After that, they kind of start to going on their way.
Well, I guess Joseph is going to go look for Rana.
Rana's not all too terribly hard to find. She is a very gaudy-looking person amongst a sea of more common folk. She rolled into town after being struck by lightning. This is back when it was back in Haran. So she was there through the thick of it. She wears a holy symbol too, Baranar True Silver. which is the two silver rings intertwined. And Stephanie and Hana do remember this individual from the very beginning of the campaign,
Oh shit.
which is one of the people that tried to tell everyone that Andy was kind of fucked off. To some extent, in her own little quiet way. So she does have one of those like lightning scars that kind of go across most of her face. A part of her lip is curled back from a burn. But she still retains that very odd and kind of unwillingness to share information body language. However, you see her move her hand and clutch the holy symbol, and a good hefty sack of food just kind of spawns. And she kind of just turns for a minute and acknowledges everyone. As some would say.
New people have arrived. This one, what was your name? And he's looking at you, Stephanie.
Stephanie, I believe we've met.
We have, and hopefully now it'll be under better circumstance.
Yes, I should hope so. You seem like you're doing well. How have things been?
My god abandoned me and left me for dead in the middle of a storm while beasts ran across the wilds.
Ah.
But another has come to hopefully put me on the path of redemption.
Good. That's good. That's wonderful. Well, we're from the city about 5 days from here, and we were just wondering if some of your people would like to transfer over. We have plenty of supplies, and we'd be able to help you people if you want to get out of this dinky little cave.
You see her raise an eyebrow at the mention of dinky little cave. As this is now looking like a very nice town, as all the caverns are usually, oblong. There's like one rectangular one that you had passed through, but there's houses built into the stonework around the walls. And each little open area is like a little pavilion that people use to gather, have fun. So it's been more like a town now. So when you mentioned dinky, there's a bit of offense.
We've made do with what we have.
Oh yes, of course. My apologies. I didn't want to I meant no offense. You seem to have done very well considering your circumstances.
And revered mother be praised by it. I suppose there will be some that would wish to stay, and there will be some that will wish to go. Those who wish to stay, I will help, and I will do what I can to make life more comfortable.
Yes. It's impossible to grow anything in the surrounding areas. Soil is just no good for it.
Well, these caves are rather abundant in gemstones and some other peculiarities, so I suppose we could trade.
That would be particularly advantageous.
It would. By chance, have you heard any word from Yafir or our dear Lawmaster Yuria? Which you guys have jack shit.
Okay. No, my apologies. We haven't.
Not surprised by Yafir, or a little surprised by Yuria, however.
Would she speak Dwarven?
She does.
By any chance?
She is a dwarf.
In Dwarven, Joseph says to her, I intend to go to this other town, make sure that everyone that comes with makes it, as well as is safe once they arrive. I'll keep them safe from harm.
Well, I'll see what I can do. Faith can only go so far.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Shall I gather the remnants of this town?
Yes. I believe a town meeting, as it was put, would be advantageous for ease of letting everyone know what's going on.
So you guys are in the largest chamber right now. You see her reach into like a little side satchel and pull out a bell. You see her wave her fingers around the bell, and it just dings really loudly. It's almost like a church bell. And people begin to gather. You hear, like, the rummaging, kind of confused. A few kids look really scared. Do you wish for me to speak, or do you wish one of you to speak?
Oh.
Any objection?
No, darling. Go for it. Reminder. Stephanie has 10 charisma.
I have to remember what Rana named this place. Give me a second. Very stupid name. I might change this later. Newfound residents of Obsonstone. A new... Leave me alone.
No. Something else entirely.
Right. That wouldn't sense the joke, apparently. Oh, I probably wrote this while I was drunk one day. Shame on me.
Sorry, what?
Nice.
What? Sweating.
These individuals have a place where it is well fortified, well supplied, and an area of new opportunity. However, it is a long journey, and we know what it's like in these newfound Badlands. So if some of you would like the opportunity to start again, once again, and go to... And he kind of turns to Stephanie, and the group is... What is this place called again?
Out of
Joseph.
character, I completely forgot.
Wasn't it
Joseph.
Starview?
Starview, yes. Starview, darling.
To Starview. And you hear a bunch of just discussion, people talking.
If I may, could you describe this star view? What is the landscape like? What kind of number of people living there currently?
You guys
What
are
is-
currently in the hundreds, I believe, for the population.
I'm just asking in character.
It's like a plains, right? Basically, it's on a cliff.
You're pretty much like smack dab on one of it's almost like a staircase for two plateaus. You're on the lower part of a plateau.
Okay.
That kind of is shadowed by a larger plateau.
Hmm.
So it's very flat and a little bit arid. However, it's a very dry cold.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of snow.
Very defensible. We have very fertile lands, and what isn't fertile, we have druids to help with. We can support a decent number of people, and we already are in the hundreds currently. We're just trying to do the best we can for the people we have.
So, once again, with this newfound information, the talking begins to get a bit more wild, and you actually hear it span to the lower levels too, as the entirety of this of these people cannot fit on one singular level. So it's kind of like a daisy chain of information. So a lot of stuff that, at least by Stephanie's perspective, can get jumbled up and mixed up.
That feels like sweating.
The population of this cavern is well over like 300.
Shit.
Yep, no, it is big. And if anyone would like to try and persuade them or just see what happens, let me know.
That is.
If you want.
I will be right back.
Okay. Okay, what do you say? So, out of the rough estimate of 400, about 10, 15 people step forward. A good chunk of them, however, are relatively young. And especially Joseph and Brendan can gather that these people were probably recently orphaned, as these look to be young teens. Or young adults that were just about to explore the world. And a few people start yelling stuff from like way back in the other level. It's like, what about trade? Trade, trade, trade. You hear a very like happy kid voice. Finally, some fucking garlic bread. Bread.
Breadsticks. In it.
Beer.
In
Dwarven
addition,
happiness.
Joseph's gonna say to Stephanie, in addition to sustenance, these people need arms and armor. There are quite a few of them currently armed with nothing but sticks and wooden shields.
I've done one.
We have quite a defensive perimeter. I don't think your people will need to be fighters unless they specifically want to be.
But I'm referring to those that stay here. Trade.
Yes.
Trade of arms and armor would be extremely helpful to them and their survival.
I think we could do something about that. Out of character, do we have a blacksmith back at
You have a blacksmith and you have a mine run by a bunch of very, very energetic kobolds. We're now... And plus you guys have an artificer too.
Multiple.
Yep. So you can get enchanted items.
Hell yeah, okay. Yes, we could do that. That wouldn't be a problem.
So you kind of get the gist from the general mood and stuff here. Not a lot of people want to leave. They kind of want trade. More of like an alliance situation.
Okay. Cool.
However, there is still a little small sliver of people that want to start anew in a new place.
Perhaps we could build a road as well.
Well, that would have to go quite a distance, but possibly.
Oh, yeah, it would be a while.
Depending on how advantageous this trade is, maybe it'd be worthwhile and eventually, but it would take quite a bit of time.
So after this mention and things are getting settled, they do wind up a bit in a happy sense, and then they feel like since you're now deliberating amongst yourselves that their job here is done, and all that really, they all start kind of filing out back to what they were doing. Building, constructing, farming, tending, etc. Except the group of people who wanted to come of about 15. Is this in character or out of character?
Oh, I'm sure we have plenty of people back at the tower willing to do the dirty paperwork for us. We just got to go back and get a little list of what people want here. And
Stephanie, you still have that airship you hired?
yes, but that's for a different project. We can do trade with that maybe if I buy it later.
Those things are. Well, no. Let me. You got the smaller one, so you might be able to save up for it.
Yeah. Personal project. That's not for you people. Don't worry about it.
Shoving her schematics aside, not for everyone.
Zach,
Yes.
is there any issue with the Hawk continuing to fly outside? No distance issues.
No.
Okay.
That has not came back. Has not reported anything of usual. However, as there is a large hole at the top of the hill, that is because you're in the first chamber, and the hill kind of lets light in.
Mm.
You do see it pass by, land in, and kind of peek in, seeing how things are going, and goes back to flying.
Ow!
So it's doing good. It hasn't found anything like exciting or dangerous.
I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any issues with distance. So, the people that are deciding they're going to come with, Bren,
Hi.
is there anything that you can do for them? Try and keep them alive for the distance.
Do they have weapons?
A good chunk of them do have makeshift weapons. You see one person that actually has a pitchfork that they kind of ramshackly smithed into a functional spear.
Do we have leather?
Scraps here and there, but you do have leather.
Can I stitch together leather armor from what I have?
Not for all of them, but for a good chunk of them. Actually, you know what? Are you guys taking time to rest here after the battle?
Probably. Probably. Starting
Are
to
you
do the.
proficient? Oh, you're battle supposed to be proficient in Smith's tools.
I am proficient with smith's tools, leatherworking tools,
Everything, because you're an artificer.
mason's tools, tinker's tools, thieves' tools.
Can I give him advantage on it by helping?
Sure. So
I
you're
have-
making leather armor out of what you have available. I'll say that it's leather workers' tools for right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this is an intelligence check because some of it is not tan, some of it hasn't been cured and stuff like that. So seeing how well you can get it to be decently strong. So this would be like intelligence. Yeah, so with the day of work, you outfitted about 7 of them with some okay armor. Out of the 15?
Can he try re-rolling that?
Oh yeah, I
From,
forgot you had advantage. Because you had Brent's, or not Brent, you had Joseph's help. Brain died. Oh, okay, you somehow, you made it work. You made it fucking work.
It just works.
You pretty much pulled 1,000, it just works. Even though you had enough leather for at most, on a good day, if you cut corners, like 10 of them, you somehow made it work for the other 5.
Alright. So the armor will help, but try not to get hit.
They'll kind of nod.
As I fix the armor for one of them so that it fits them, I just pull the freaking strap
So that was pretty much all of today for you, Bren. Is anyone else wanting to do anything? See what they have?
Bethany at some point is going to want to attempt to approach Castus.
So, Decassus, you did find a in progress inn, but it's functional. It's called Ram's Head Inn. And the little sign outside is a dwarf ramming a goat's head. And Decassitus, they fucking don't, Decassitus, they fucking don't. They have found their...
Wait, say that again.
And I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, so y'all have fun doing and talking to whomever.
Okay.
Oh fuck yeah! Just roll a strength check real quick, and when I come back, I'll tell you how it goes.
Can Joseph be part of this?
Oh shit.
He just goes, boom, instantly fails.
I'm assuming that this is going to be in our downtime after I'm done with making the leather shit. So I'm gonna, for funsies, roll strength myself.
Stephanie just watching you beat everybody in the bar. Stephanie, in Elvish, says, I'm Stephanie Veraway Holskar Ruthriel. I have not figured out your, puzzle, I should say, but I was very curious. What's up with that? Specifically your Chronergy magic. Are you a human? A little bit. You look a little off, though, from your typical human. That sounds about right. Well, I suppose I'll just have to figure it out on my own.
What's going on? What a mess. How's it going? Yep. It depends. Do you believe your character would have forgotten them, or? Alright, roll history. I see a lot of strength rolls. So, it's like Ruthriels, huh? Sounds like a fruit snack.
No, darling.
Did everyone
no.
wrestle each other? Well, it depends who's going against who. Okay, so... Okay, so... So... Helena, you lost for the first time in a while in arm wrestling competition. It was pretty even the match for a good portion of the arm wrestling match. You kind of almost got him a few times. However, you eventually did lose due to lack of stamina. Probably because you did come out of a fight and get dropped from pretty far up.
It just now occurred to me that our all of our strength rolls were +3, +4, +3, +3, and the +4 one.
Then next up would be. I'll say that Joseph and Bren go against each other. It is pretty close. You guys are like holding onto the side of the table, teeth grit, sweat falling off of your bodies heavily in your armor. Until inevitably, Joseph, your arms kind of buckles, just out of the sheer just strain of. You still kind of feel the vibrations in your arm from firing your gun so much. And you kind of get a little bit of a tingle, and it goes smack. And Bren, unfortunately, took advantage of that one moment of just a little bit of vulnerability. Bren, you finally take on Decacitus, the very odd-looking human.
Okay.
If you could call him that.
First, I forgot to mention that I forgot to add +1 to my strength because of the feat that I took. So I should be rolling good now with the +4.
Okay. Do you guys want to? Go for it.
Again.
So, Bren, you kind of like, yeah, I'm feeling myself. But this large man just kind of, with ease, just smacks your hand against the table. Then Joseph, you try again. You do a bit better. You're kind of using your other hand now because you know that one's not doing the greatest.
Silas!
You can feel your muscles tensing. And once again, you're feeling like that sweat beat up. However, you don't get any traction, you don't gain any ground. Decaster slowly but surely just pushes your hand against the table.
Stephanie just sipping a drink, watching all this, like, damn.
No, wait, better yet. We find, I think I perfectly have thought what Stephanie's reaction. Like, I just want... No. I went galaxy brain for a moment.
I'm glad everybody knows Stephanie so well by this point.
Oh god, I have to... Oh god. Computer, please work. Please load.
Yep.
Wow.
Bren isn't going to take defeat as so he's gonna go. It's 2 out of 3.
Decacitus, do you want to? Who are you going against?
Are they gonna turn into a bear?
Oh, she is. You know what? If you want to do it, go for it. It's not the weirdest thing these people have seen. I think it's part of your rage feature, so yeah. Remember, it's at advantage too because it's strength.
Just one ripped, hairy arm.
Just one jacked, elongated arm. Who wants to go against? Who wants to roll against her? Anyone? Any takers?
Well, Bren is going to be like, "Oh, okay," and then I'm gonna roll against her.
Go for it.
Friggin' SpongeBob anchor arm.
So you just see her. She grits her teeth. You can hear, just like she's getting ready to punch someone right in the fucking nose. You just see her hand, which is now almost human proportion, beef caked up, bicep and tricep for days, veiny forearm, bear claws just envelop your hand, and almost you almost feel the wood bow under just that meaty thud. And even though you're wearing pretty heavy like Smithers gloves, you can still feel the impact.
She intimidated Brendan. That's why he lost so bad. He was just like, ugh.
I'm honestly curious. I'm gonna roll strength again. This is to nothing. I just want to see how I'm gonna do.
Just flailing.
Duality.
Damn.
Bren in frustration just punches the table.
Throws the fucking table across the room.
Throws a tankard so hard it just becomes a part of the stonework. Are you still raging?
Have you guys seen that scene from Yakuza where the guy just slams the table?
Cassius. You see her once again. You see the veins in her forehead kind of bulge, and you see that one beefy arm just get a little bit beefier. You see her teeth get sharper. Her eyes look like just a wild beast. She just envelops your hand and just slams that shit against the table. You don't even get a chance. And for a moment, you can almost hear your knuckle kind of move out of place. And you're like, oh, that's not good.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
It's technically for saving throws, but can I try to use resistance for this?
Y'all are going all pure tactical on this arm wrestle competition.
I'm using the full tech.
You know what? I'll
I
say.
use my bonus action.
You know what? I'll say that it'll give you a +2 to the situation.
Okay, everybody's just going up to Holland and LA.
It's like, fight me! Does this not amuse you?
Okay.
Depends. Are you Joseph? Are you challenging Helena?
Sure. Right after she just slammed the.
So you guys can roll.
Oh!
So Joseph.
Wait, that's with a +2.
Oh. So that's 19.
Yes.
So Helena, you guys are even. You're going back and forth, back and forth. You're straining. Your teeth are grinding to the point where Joseph, you see a bit of blood kind of come out of her mouth a little bit. You can tell that this woman is saying nothing but red. She is ready. She's primed and ready for one thing, and that is to kill. And you guys just go back and forth. There's now a crowd gathered around. You see bets going back and forth. Even the barmaid is getting in on this. And it's going back and forth, back and forth. Helena almost gets Joseph. Joseph almost gets Helena. And it's starting to wear down. It's about 3 minutes in. You guys are starting to feel like your arms just burn from the lactic acid. Until, Helena, you get an arm cramp. Your body kind of seizes. And because Joseph is pretty strong himself, kind of puts a little bit too much motion in that ocean, and you get fucking yeeted. Your ass is on the ground.
Joseph immediately jumps up and tries to help you up.
Roll an attack. Roll an attack. See if you can hit him, first of all. Nope.
Oh no.
You
No. No.
Hilariously. Joseph, you feel a ding as she punches your codpiece. And Helena, you can feel the bruise already forming on your hand.
Enchanted codpiece.
Dick protection +2.
I'm not joking about that. It is enchanted. I enchanted it.
Oh, I love. This is a great starting.
Oh, I was gonna say you have to beat my armor with my AC, but without the shield calculated, because I wouldn't have had my shield on me at the time.
So it would just be a 20, right?
It would have had to be a 20, yeah.
Damn. Double cheat.
Oh,
Wow.
on a Thursday night in this dwarven tavern, coming at me with all that ass.
Like a fucking bell being rung.
Gong. So after that good amount of arm wrestling, everyone's feeling a bit worn down. However, so you have that rush of serotonin and the joy chemical. The bar begins to immediately wind down as a good few people lost their money on that bet. Only got like 2 people bet on Joseph, and
Those two people are just like,
like they're actually betting food.
literally the dough. They have literally won some dough.
Oh no.
Oh,
I would have bet too, but I saw the results already, so I didn't want to medic.
I was just guessing this was all for funsies for you guys.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you would like to do? Now it's getting a little late. It's probably about 9:30ish.
Hi, Silas.
Joseph's gonna thank Elm
Ow,
for
Ow!
just for protecting his no zone.
You know what? For hilarity, roll a percentile again. You see your shield, as that is a part of your prayer, I believe, right?
Mhm.
The shield's part of your prayer?
Mhm.
And you see that it's a bit shinier in some parts now. And take that as you will. I can't even talk. Is there anything else anyone would like to do in the town of Obstinstone?
Nope.
Just gonna take
Just-
that long rest?
Gather my stuff together for the journey.
Lucina. The night is a little bit uncomfortable as the bedding situation here is not the greatest. It's pretty much a pile on the floor.
Oh dear.
Not a lot of time to build an entire, few hundred beds. So it's getting there. The bed will never ruin. So everyone gets good enough sleep. Stephanie, I'm gonna pull you into moss whispering.
Okay. Shit.
Also to Cassidus. Soon, TM.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost done with the character. I was supposed to be finishing up Bren in the lead up to the session, but I had to go put a bunch of groceries away, and I also ate a lot, so I was like digesting. Oh, oh, there's a religion check. You straight up asked that to a dwarf. I don't know, lass. And I go over to Grank and I just start tweaking something on him. I'm maintaining Grank here. Grank! Yeah, I don't know why he does that. Joseph,
Mm. Yes.
when the last punched you in the codpiece, did you feel it?
I don't think I would have even realized if it wasn't for the sound.
Good, the enchantment worked.
Mm.
Letting you know that I might dissipate the magic on your weapon to enchant something else soon. I
Mm.
haven't thought. I don't know yet, though.
Mm.
I can infuse a number of things with effects. I can also make some magic items if I have the resources to do so. Well, I can make goggles of the night. They let you see in the dark. Bags of holding. I'm sure you've heard of those. No, I mean like a magic bag. Aye. It can hold something like. I pull out to this stone and I just tap it, and you guys see like letters that show up on the stone. 500 pounds. As long as it doesn't exceed a volume of 64 cubic feet. And the bag never weighs more than 15 pounds. Just need to make sure not to overload or tear it or pierce it or anything.
Hello.
We could put a live body in there too, but then they die pretty quick.
Unless you're Emery. Unless you're Emery, who just turns into a bat and just chills. With character.
But you can put a dead body in there. It won't even start rotting. I would need to get the materials, and I'm not sure how much that is. I'd have to do a little bit of research. But with a bit of time and the right resources, I can get it done relatively soon, I think. Provided I have a place to work.
So to let everyone know, you guys did have a long rest. Everyone did wake up. Everyone had a pretty decent sleep, except Stephanie. You guys did have to. A few of you guys did have to share a room. Stephanie, who, even though you insisted on having a room of your own, there's just very short supplies of rooms.
Hmm.
So everyone did notice that Stephanie did speak and talk in her sleep and did toss and turn a lot.
And elves don't even sleep. We just chill. Trance. I have
My bad, I'm
bad
fucking-
trance friends.
Yeah. Actually, my bad on that. You kind of just saw Stephanie begin to levitate.
The vibes were atrocious.
No, they were. You kind of just see her exorcist status just levitate. You tried to pull on her late at night, but you kind of just swung on her like a monkey bars. It almost seems like she was a fixed point in space at the time. But you guys have all your stuff gathered. You finally found everyone who wanted to go, all 15 of them, who are now very well armored thanks to Bran. And what would you guys like to do? Set off? Get a few more things?
Beth is itching to get back home ASAP. I'd like to sleep in my own bed for a change.
Okay, so you guys are going to start your long, perilous track back?
Yep. As long as everybody has enough food.
Oh yeah, no, that's no problem, especially with that weird stuff you guys made.
The pemmican.
Yes.
The meat brick.
The Mick.
Oh shit, actually, let me prepare my spells, because I haven't done that.
In the meantime, would anyone like to roll a d6 for me?
Oh, what?
A d6?
Oh.
Ah! Ooh! So, the first day of traveling does go by relatively well. You do run into that one kobold who's like, hey, wanna buy some mold?
What does your mold do, Kobold?
It can do a lot of things. It can make you see things, can make you feel things, can make you be anywhere.
Be anywhere, you say? That sounds
Yeah.
quite advantageous. How
Well,
much?
Which ones? I got a lot. You kind of see him just like open this trench coat way too big, and there is just mushrooms and mold galore. Some of which are actually growing on his body.
if your mold can put you wherever you want, then why are you here and not in a city?
You think city people want mushrooms? No. What do you want? You want things? You want to see things? You want to be places? Ah, wise choice. Wise choice. One gold. Yep.
1 gold.
He like snatches it out and just plants this weird cauliflower-looking mushroom in your hand.
Can I roll to identify what this is?
Yeah, roll nature. You don't quite know what it is, but this is definitely a magical plant of some kind. A magical fungus, I should say.
Oh,
Yep. So you need to make a con save.
are all your offerings 1 gold?
Unless you want something really special.
I would like 2 of each of what you have, if that's not too expensive.
Oh! Even the 6 feet under mushrooms?
Is that murder mushrooms?
Yep.
Let's pass on those.
Okay. That'll, you see him literally pull out of his trench coat like a little abacus and is just like doing math. 46 gold.
46?
Yep.
That is exactly the amount of gold I have. I have 146, so that puts me exactly at 100. Thank you.
So you can now write sketchy mushrooms 10-pound bag.
Perfect. Wonderful.
And Helena, you eat the mushroom, you're like, oh, this, you know, a lot, very sweet, very crunchy. And then your eyes gloss over, and your body just becomes formless. You are now ethereal. You're a ghost.
I
Nope,
thought
you're
you
not
said
dead.
you weren't going to kill her.
You're kind of like in the halfway point between the ethereal realm. You guys hear her say that there's like this echo, and you just see her in this misted form. Holy fuck, they try stabbing you, but it passes right through.
I'm going to try to go and find the Helena, and I'm going to use my identification glasses, taking a minute to do so, trying to figure out what effect she's under.
I have to look it up now.
Which, to those of you who still don't know, it's Google Glasses. My cat is hyper right now, and I don't know why.
Have
No, he's not allowed to have catnip. He's not allowed to have catnip because he's a naturally hyper cat, and it makes him hyper-er.
She's under some sort of effect similar to the etherealness spell.
Ooh.
Maybe giving Silas catnip will calm him down.
I've already tried giving him catnip.
Doesn't work, huh?
He started to chase his own tail, going around in a tight circle until he fell off my bed.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh yeah, you do. You see a lot of skeletal animals just frolicking about. You see a few fish floating in the sky. You see a lot of them run away from you, but however, you do see this giant imposing dragon fly overhead real quick.
Whoa.
None of you guys see any of this, to let you know. It flies away too fast. So that was the first day of travel, and let you know that only lasted about 10 minutes. And you kind of like fart back into existence. So would anyone else like to roll a d6 for the next day?
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna have the. By the way, I'm gonna have the Falcon providing
Ooh.
Overwatch. As we go.
Overwatch.
Yes.
Overwatch, aye.
So you guys are going on your days relatively unhindered. As I have to look up something. Where to go? There's that. But where's the thing? Where are you? Where are you? I know you're in here. I know you're in here. I know you're in here. Do you give me a second, guys? I'm sorry. Is he even in here? Well, anyways, you guys kind of hear just the bending of wood,
Ooh.
and then Decassius and I believe who else was it? Stephanie just gets a large green hand, attempt to snatch one of the people.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I would like. First, everyone has to roll initiative and place your tokens down.
Can I cast Gift of Alacrity before initiative, or is it too late? Holy shit!
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Where are you guys?
It takes a minute to cast that.
No, I'm still gonna allow it.
Guys, the map is bugged for me.
What happened?
I can't see anything. It's completely blank. Like, not even the grid.
Back out.
I'm gonna refresh. Did you guys see my initiative roll? Okay, because it never showed up for me. Okay, I see it now.
I assume the crit beats my 25, even though it's higher by 2.
Ari, you're a barbarian. Shouldn't you have advantage on initiative rolls?
I thought she gets that. I thought she gets that later.
Let me hold on a second.
I'll be there.
Da-da-da-da-da. Where is that? Oh, my mistake. It's 7th, but you get that. Sorry. Because then you get your feral instinct. Like Helena doesn't already have that. Interesting. I didn't realize that feral instinct allows you to act even if you're surprised. What is that in the background?
Yes. So here we have the setup. Each three non-player things is 5 people. 'Cause I'm lazy.
Where is Grank?
Oh
Uh-oh.
fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Robot.
Where?
How many people are with us from the caves?
15.
15. Okay.
A large green entity. Do-do-do-do. As I try to find what I did with my fucking pen. Ow. Just taking me so long, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go as fast as I can.
No press. I'm just chilling.
Okay, so first, the combat order is as follows: Decacitus, Thephany, Bren, Creature, Joseph, Helena, Unseen Creature. So first up in the combat order is Decacitus. Thephany, you once again see that conglomeration of failed timelines coming together in this one moment.
Eyeball emoji. I am looking.
Laser eyes.
Shadow Clenchitsu.
Yeet. Yeah, that thing. Okay. Okay.
I thought a glaive has reach.
So I now look up that quality.
Yeah, that's what I was just getting at.
And that attack misses. You see him dodge out of the way and just kind of slap it away. Like, no! That ends Decassius' turn. Next up is Stephanie.
So, this guy, green guy.
Yep.
How big? I assume very big, yeah.
He is Lorgen.
Okay. And then he's the only enemy we see, right?
Yep. That you
Okay.
can see.
I'm gonna drop a hot grease on his ass.
Okay, he has to make a dex save. What is your spell save?
I would like. Okay, first of all, I would like it to be just on the edge of him, to where if he would try to approach us, he would have to walk through more of it, rather than completely centered on him. And my spell save is 14.
Yeah, no, he failed it with a 5.
And I believe also this has to make the save as well.
Draw where you want it.
Oh yeah.
You use the draw shape tool.
Yeah, how big is it? It's like 20 feet, right? Okay.
It's a 10-foot radius.
Can you not see this?
Whoops, that's a square.
Wait, isn't it a square?
It's a circle.
Isn't it?
That's a square.
No, it's a 10-foot square.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a circle. My bad. All right.
It's like
All these squares make a
you
circle.
can do this.
That is way too tight. Oh,
You would be affecting the Echo Knight, I believe.
No, Echo Knight's over here. It's this one.
see, like
Yeah,
that.
that's Echo Knight. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking.
Wait. You made it solid?
I didn't do that.
Oh. This isn't helping.
You deleted him.
So Decassius, you also have to enforce. Yep. You have to beat her spell save, which I believe you do.
Did. Yes. Hell yeah. Is this 10? This is 15, I think. Yeah, this is 15 by 15. So it's technically like this big. Goo. And that is all I would like to do.
Okay. That ends Stephanie's turn. Now it is Bren.
Did it succeed or fail its throw?
Oh no, it failed its prone.
Okay.
It ain't shit. Okay. Okay.
Bye. Full chair access.
Yeehaw. I too am also control the barbarian. And I have plans. I have lots of plans. I have to open to a book page because of the plans. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so Bren, what would you like to do?
I am going to pull out my light crossbow that I'm really bad at using.
Okay.
Take a shot at it.
We'll see if it hits.
And while I'm doing so, I'm just gonna say, yeah, Elf took my damn thing. I was gonna do that. In regards to the grease.
Great minds and all that.
Yep, that definitely fucking hits. 6 damage. Okay.
I'm also going to tell these guys that get in the center. Right? That way we can protect you.
They have heard the order, and they'll do it as soon as it is their turn. So, is that your entire turn, or are you gonna let Grink do anything?
Grank is going to move his speed up to me.
How far can he move?
Grank has a movement of 40.
Damn, Grink, fuck it up. You want him like right here?
Yeah. Grank.
He's there, and he is morally supportive of what's going on.
It's a freaking gonk droid that can run faster than a human.
Is that your turn, Bren?
Mm-hmm.
Next up, it is the creatures. You see the bolt that you previously put in it falls out and the wound heals. You hear it curse in a language you
Oh
don't
no, it's a troll.
perhaps. You hear it curse in a language you guys don't really understand, unless anyone here speaks giant.
Nada.
It is going to use half of its movement to get up. Since you, Decapitus, are the closest, it's going to make its 2 claw attacks against you. What's your AC? Both strikes miss. Got a 8 and a 14. So you're just parrying this bitch. You're just like, I'm fucking sick of you slapping my shit aside, so I'm gonna do it to you. So you're just smacking its own hands aside.
Plus, it's kind of in a bunch of grease. So I can't see it having good footing while it's attacking.
No. It is struggling, and now it's going to try to bite you.
This thing is going off.
Yeah, things like I gotta.
I'm going to kill you.
Pretty much. Let me see. What is that? Okay, this one actually hits you. It's a 17, I believe. Hits, right? You, sir, take 7 damage. As it just bites the crap out of your shoulder. And that'll be its turn. Next up is...
At the end of
Oh,
its
yeah,
turn, it has
that's
to make another save.
It ended its turn there, and it's a DC of what?
14.
Dexterity save, correct?
Yep.
It got a 13.
Hell yeah.
So it goes kerplunk again. You just hear as it just goes plump. So Joseph, it is now your turn.
Okay, and let's see.
I'd like to mention that I have not unenchanted that shotgun yet.
Okay. What What? Wait, what are these circles?
I was just about to ask the same thing.
They
I
are
assume they were trees. Cool.
Can we shoot around them, or are they like blocking line of sight?
No, you can shoot around them.
What's this square over here?
It's a pebble because I tried to do a circle, but it fucked out.
You know what? I'm just gonna go up to here.
No, okay.
There. And okay, yeah. Shotgun attack. Let me see. This should work. 1d10 plus.
You have to hit first.
Right.
Yeah, no, you fucking shoot it. Shoot it. Good.
Okay. So now that I've done that, I'm going to declare a goading attack. Which, yep, that worked. I'm assuming this is fine.
Let's make it wisdom save.
Bless you.
Oh yeah, no, it failed to save. It got a 4.
Sweet. Okay, so it is disadvantage against anything that isn't me on making an attack. I have my shield out by now.
Fighters are so good.
Now, superiority dies a d6, I believe. Hold on, let me double check. Fighting in... Wait, no.
If
Battlemaster.
Joseph rolled a 1.
No, they're d8s.
I believe your shotgun should be a D10, and if you're within 15 feet, it's a D12?
Yes, by default I have it set to d10, but then if it's within 15 feet, you said it increases the damage die by 1, so yeah. Normally it would be a 1d10 plus 4, it looks like.
Now it's 1d12 plus 4.
Yeah, and then that 1d12 plus 4.
Ooh.
Nice. Pretty even. And then I also roll the d8 for the superiority die. 14 damage.
So you shoot it right in its fucking gut, and you just see it immediately deflate, and you just smell those most putrid gas.
And I'm assuming that as a result of that goading attack, he just kind of goes, "Come at me!" Or something along those lines.
He kind of just like, he just points at you, he's like, and it's just like, he knows that you fucked him up. His attention has been grabbed.
And then, I think that's all I can do. Nothing as a bonus action, right? That was my bonus action, I think, doing the battle mat. What? Wait.
That's when you hit a creature with an attack.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so you know what? Gonna go ahead and, just because it'll make things easier.
Ah, yeah. Go ahead.
See if you
hit this bitch again.
Immediately attack again. 8.
You shoot again, but it kind of just rolls.
Rolling.
He sees it coming, dodges out of the way.
Yep.
In the grease. Okay.
Kind of slip and slides his way out, you know?
Ooh, if he's rolling around in the grease, that makes him super flammable.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does, but he's a troll and he's not incredibly intelligent.
Okay, so I believe I only used, what was it, 20 feet of movement to get here? Okay, now I'm going to use another 10. I'm going to move back here. I have done my goading attack, and now I'm running away. Just a little bit.
Okay. Next up is Helena. You immediately just see her just sink her axe in the ground. You see her get angry, but instead you just see this little 2-foot halfling become a 5-foot bearish figure. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. Not to scale, but you know, it's for emotional effect. You see bear-like fur and an anthropomorphic figure. Just kind of... Let's see. See if he has enough movement for this.
So if you switch to snap to corner instead of snap to center, it'll actually be a little bit more accurate.
You know what? Fuck it. It's Helena. She angry.
Oh no, get out of the slop, you guys. I'm gonna light that shit on fire.
Okay, she passed her deck save. So she's going to make a claw attack at it. And she is raging. So that hits with an 18. D6. 2, 3, 8. She's going to then bite the fuck out of this motherfucker. Yep, that hits. Natural 20. Max damage.
Hell yeah.
Did like 22 damage. You just see her swipe across the already opened wounds left by Joseph's gun. And then bite at one of its hands and just gnarls it. And you just hear it cry out in pain after 2. It's looking pretty rough right now, and she's going to back up. She takes an opportunity attack at disadvantage. Yeah, no, she fucking good.
Oh yeah.
It smacks the ground right in front of her. And that ends Helena's turn. Next up, it is the bitches' turns. Goodbye, Helena, for right now. As behind some trees.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I forgot the fourth one. 4 wolves come from the other side. Wearing leather collars made from the same material that the loincloth of the troll is. However, they spent their turn getting here. Now it is all of the travelers' turns. So you told them to get into the center. They're all going to slowly get into the center. So I'm going to roll for a fuckload of attacks against the troll because they think that's the biggest threat. Actually, no, wait, only 4 of them have bows. The rest are just going to take the dodge action. Let's see. 2 of them hit. 5 damage total. So you see them scared because, these are young adults. They're not used to this much battle and this much excitement. They're all scared, kind of clamoring. Some of them taking a very nice defensive stance as they see, a bunch of wolves just come out of bumfuck nowhere. You see a few others just ready their bows, shaky hands. Some of them immediately missing and hitting the grease around Decassius. About 2 of them hitting it in both thighs. You kind of see like an Ace Ventura moment where it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Just
and that ends their turns, and that ends the wolves' turn. Now it is back up to Decassius.
Decassius, darling, you might want to get out of that oil. It's about to get a little hot. I believe so, yes. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
Actually, it's rough terrain, so any time that you move into it, it's considered 10 feet. Unless you have a feat that just ignores that.
So how's everyone doing?
Quite good.
My throat is starting to hurt a little bit from role-playing Bren.
Oh, Auntie Esther has not piped up during the battle until recently. And she's like, let me at him, let me smash him like the watermelon he is.
Guys, there's a bunch of wolves. Watch it.
Guys, we're about to be killed by wolves. Watch out.
Joseph just completely deadpan.
If you end your turn there, then yes, you have to make the deck save. Okay.
Ooh.
So, nope, not with this. Not with this thing. No. You still have to roll. That does hit. You still have to roll for echo. Both hit. Ooh. Ooh.
Almost
Damn.
max than max.
Damn.
This thing is looking roughened.
Maybe I don't have to blow it up.
So you
Although,
guys,
just to be safe, I probably should.
you guys see in perfect unison, almost mirroring each other in this elegant dance of slashing and gnashing, the echo of Decacitus and himself, just in this elegant, almost ballet-esque dance of glaives. However, only facing different sides. So you, Decacitus, get like the haunch, while your echo gets the other thigh.
Choppy, choppy.
Yep. As you're ending your turns.
Oof.
The echo falls on its ass.
Pull that.
It really is a reflection of failure.
Next up is Stephanie. What would you like to do?
Decacitus, darling. How fire resistant are you?
On a scale of fire resistant to not fire resistant.
On
How
a scale
fire
of this
resistant?
hurting like a motherfucker to this feeling like a little bit kind of warm. Will Decacitus make a save if the grease erupts, or will they just take damage?
They make saves.
Okay, because I can help with that. I'm gonna hit that motherfucker with a chromatic orb, and I got a fucking 8.
I mean,
You still hit the grease.
That is true, but one second.
Can you use Chrono's shift on this?
I can use it multiple times. I think I have I just want to see how many uses I have. I'm not sure if I can use it multiple times per turn. I think it's a bonus.
I don't know. I don't remember if it was on attack rolls or not, though.
It is on ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws.
Yeah, go ahead. See if fate. favors you.
Is it a reaction?
Yeah, it is a reaction, so I can only use it once. So I'm going to actually not. I'll just let the grease erupt.
You know, he fails it with a 12. The cast. Your echo's probably going to be gone. Yeah, it's gone. Even if it passes, it still takes half damage. So you just roll, see if you take half. You just have to beat Thefney's spell safe.
14.
Yep.
I'll chrono shift that.
Stephanie, you feel Stephanie pull through the strings of time into the moment where you could have, where you know you're going to fail, but now you have a second chance. Roll again.
Oh no. A volcano.
Kaboom. You get to reroll your deck save.
It's frozen.
You pass,
Hell
you take half
yeah.
damage. Stephanie, roll 3d6.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yep. How do you want to fry this troll?
Barbecue honey style.
So you throw the chromatic orb, this flaming ball of inferno flame. It misses the troll, but it gets the outer edge of this area right around here, and you kind of hear it points and laughs at you, Stephanie. For a split second, until its body erupts in flames, and you see it begin to move and scream, keeps going, screaming, and then just falls against this tree, body first, and it's kind of propped against it, and it's slowly breaking the tree.
Conk.
And it is embedded.
Are you okay, Decassitus? Sorry. Damn, okay. You have more health than I have at max.
How about that?
Just a little toasty.
a
Wait.
smidge.
Was that from you taking half damage? Oh wait, yeah, you got bit. That's why.
Yeah, that's my whole turn. I don't think I have any bonus action stuff. So.
Next up is then Bren.
I'm going to send Drink ahead of me over here. Actually, over here. This part. Alright.
It makes god awful sound as it moves.
And I move here. Troll is dead, right?
Yep.
Okay. So. I'm guessing I'm not gonna get that crossbow bolt back.
It is toasty. It is chuckle.
Alright. So. You know what? I pull out my big ol' grease nozzle.
Grease times 2.
You're recasting grease.
Nope.
Grease nozzle.
Grease round 2.
Even more grease.
Troll's dead.
Grease. Grease 2. The sequel.
What's your spell save, Brett?
My spell save DC
Yep.
is 13.
Well, they both pass, just narrowly.
Damn.
You see them kind of go like that one little like deer out of the womb like walk where their legs gonna spread out, and they just slowly gather them. Is that your entire turn, my dear Bren?
Yep.
See, Troll is dead. Next is up is Joseph.
I was not expecting it to be my turn so soon. Let's see. So I have a question.
I have an answer.
Could I try to ignite the grease using some of the fire from my gun by shooting it point blank at the grease?
Roll an attack and see if there's enough contact to make ignition.
Okay, so specifically my idea was going right up to here and then just blasting the wolf and hoping that maybe it spreads.
Okay, if the attack rolls high enough, I'll allow it. If not,
Okay.
because there was a certain DC. However, if you do beat the
Hold
creature
up, is this another?
No. It's, that one's dead. Stumped against a tree.
Okay.
It's just roasting right now.
If
Gotcha.
you click on it, you can put an X on it to let us know that it's dead.
That works.
No, I mean you
Let's
click on the
see.
token and you go into the modifiers. There's an X.
Let's see. Hmm.
There you go.
I think I can just this.
Yeah, no, you do it. You delete that wolf.
Holy shit.
You deleted that wolf.
Did I do the thing?
Yeah, Bren, roll 3d6. Because it was your grease spell. This one's yelping and not doing so great.
Just as the smoke.
It is now a mangy looking wolf because it's on fire.
Let's see. I think that's all I'm going to be able to do, except for like a bonus action. You know what? Okay, so I moved like 25 feet, right? From here to here. That was 25. What is this, a zombie or something?
That's great.
What's it?
That's great.
Oh, that's Grink. Oh, confused. Okay.
You're gonna kill Grink now?
With that being said, you know what? I'm gonna move over here. That's okay, right?
Yep.
Put myself in front of this other wolf.
Is that your turn, Joseph?
That'll be it.
Paula
Pretty sure.
is going to Disenlorgen.
Delorgen. Teeny.
It's gonna pull out her crossbow.
Does it sound like a balloon deflating when she goes back down?
Like a very squeaky one, though. Let me see if she has enough range, though. Can move a little bit closer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. pulls out that sweet, sweet crossbow out, and what is their AC? Just fucking barely. She only deals. God, I'm not used to using this character. She only deals 4 damage to this thing, so it's still alive, just a crossbow bolt stuck in one of its legs. And that ends Helena's turn. Next up is the wolves. This one's gonna move. Look up the grease again. Shift. Where's grease? Where's grease? Where's grease? Looking at grease real quick. Okay, so it doesn't have to make a saving throw if it's leaving the grease.
Yeah.
No, but it counts as difficult terrain.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Wait.
Be able to tell when you're laughing. I know, but I don't admit it because I'm listening to the
So these wolves are going to attack you just. They have pack tactics. I wonder if this will even hit. Okay, so this is a lucky roll on the first one. So I mean, the other one probably doesn't hit at all because it got a 5 and an 8. Does a 23 hit?
Jason, that's you.
I've been trying to talk and I had my mic muted on my freaking headset. I am
Oh
sorry.
no.
I feel that.
Big dummy.
Does a 23 hit?
23 hits exactly, yes.
Okay,
That is AC.
this is not going to be a lot of damage either, so it's just like me. This is a lucky as fuck roll even from pack tactics. You, sir, take. Let's see. 7 damage as it somehow finds that one loose leather area in the back of your leg and just bites into it.
I thought you were gonna say it found the freaking god piece.
Nope.
Quick question.
Yep.
Can I use my bonus action after this that I didn't use earlier?
Didn't you already end your turn though? So it would have to be like a reaction.
Okay. That's fine.
5, 10,
You did.
40. It's gonna try to attack rank.
No, Grank, no! Grank.
Does a 19 hit Grank?
Yes, it does.
Grank takes a whopping 8 damage.
Okay, so hold on a second while I do the math to figure out what his max HP is.
They always make it really complicated for like the Iron Defender.
I have 4 levels in the class, right?
Let's see multi-class.
25. That's how many hit points he has. How much did he take? 8?
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty much. Like I fucked up one of the legs. And that is the wolf's turn. So it's now back up to Decacitus.
Well, it's not really grease anymore. You should be fine. The fire pit.
Unless you dash.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you just attack the air. You can swap places with it. Well, no, it costs 15. You can take the attack action turn. Any attack you make with that act. Okay. Oh, so yeah, you can just attack through this thing. So roll me an attack. Yep, that hits. How do you want to deaden this wolf? Yeah, so, Grant gets flung, like, back here because of the velocity as its head gets plopped off. The head's still holding on to Grant, by the way.
Did Bren have to move out of the way of the drink?
No, it flew over you.
Chill, plonk.
All you hear is a dissatisfied Grank.
Drink! Are you okay?
Grank. And is that your turn, Decacidus? Next up, I believe, is Theft.
Theft. How healthy are these wolves looking?
One of them looks pretty banged up. The other one's pretty much max health.
Hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna move. Right. Yeah. Bada bing. Which one of the two wolves is healthier looking?
That one.
Okay.
This one's the damaged one.
Okay. I'm going to. Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness. On...
That works on humanoids.
God damn it. Okay, so I can't really shoot through you, so
You can go for this one.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll just hit him with a Toll the Dead.
Next con
Toll the
save.
Dead.
It rolled a total of 12.
I got 14.
So roll me them that d12 damage. How do you want to deaden it?
Oh wait, that's just a D8, but okay. Thephanie's Toll the Dead actually sounds like clocks instead of bells. So this thing just hears clocks and clocks and clocks and just decays into nothingness, rotting and then turning into bones.
You make a mummy bone wolf. So after Thef, it is Bren's turn.
Okay. Is Grank on his feet or is he prone?
He's on his feet. Has a wolf head kind of locked on one of his feet, though.
So Grank landed on his feet. Okay. I'd like Grank to go there.
Okay. To the other side of that one bro wolf. The brof, if you will. Do you want him right here instead?
No, I'm going to move here.
Okay.
I'm going to have the Grank take the help action.
Grank helps.
So I get advantage on this attack. And Auntie Esther is going to swing at this wolf.
Get him, sweetie! Get him! How do you want to deaden it? There's no way in fuck he's surviving. Nope, he is gone. How do you want dead?
Auntie Esther does not
Auntie
like
Esther.
wolves.
Auntie Esther don't fuck around. Fuck you, Matt, pissing on my carpets. You should bonk it.
Bonk.
With violence.
So you hit it with violence. The upper part of its skull, you can feel crack into two separate halves.
Oof.
It kind of stands for a minute, and then just slumps onto its stomach. Combat is over. None of your newfound travelers are dead. Shaken, but not dead.
How old are the travelers? You said they were young, but you didn't say how old they were.
The youngest is about 16, the oldest being about 21.
I'm only slightly older than they are.
I mean, by dwarf standards, they're really young.
So is Bren. But okay.
So, who wants to roll for the final time for this journey?
Woo!
I mean, the last time that Thethany rolled, it was a combat encounter.
Again.
You see what you get. You guys can both roll. I can change the results.
Ooh.
Ooh! Ooh! A double and a max. Okay. So the next few days go on unhindered. The roads are eerily devoid of life. You finally get out of the Badlands, and you go up the path to the Echoing Vistas, this long, rolling series of hills. Nothing really catches your eye as you pass by the barrier of Duelist Vault. And then you guys go to this one little area. There's this little... You guys barely see it. There's this little... indent in the wall where these 3 stones are stacked. I'm gonna do a very shitty artist rendition of it, so bear with me. These 2 stones are supporting that stone.
Does it look like it's been made by a creature?
Oh, yeah. And the swirly bit is like a hole.
Is it like in the side of a mountain or something?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Okay.
it's in a larger rock.
So
Right,
it's a
okay.
Can I use my stone cunning?
Well, yeah.
It's the meme!
I'm gonna laugh at your natural one. It's just like aliens.
It was made by aliens.
Considered proficient in the history skill.
And you double your
And add double of my proficiency.
to see what you
Yeah.
get.
Oh, I'm already proficient. Wait, no. Hold on a second.
So you take a good look at
Add 2 to that.
you take a good look at the stones. Yeah, that was the right. Okay, there we go. This one doesn't have any markings. This one does, and so does the top one. You take a very, very good and intense look at it. There are some ruins on this of particularly age of mysticism roots, so very, very, very old. However, they look very, very ceremonial. They kind of look like a chunk of a pillar that just got ripped off and just put there because it looked pretty. But these little segments right here are aged. They're pretty weathered, kind of porous, a little ugly, but at one point you can tell these were pretty beautiful. But due to age and them breaking, they're kind of stuck like that. And as you got close to do that, you see into the hole a little bit. You see a little pile of leaves, and you see the faintest glimmer of metal underneath it.
Red flags, red flags.
Or green, depending on who you are.
Can you repeat that? I was trying to get my cat to stop trying to fall on my keyboard.
It was, you see a bunch of piles of leaves, and you just see the faintest glimmer of metal underneath the leaves.
Can I take a closer look carefully?
Yep, just roll an investigation check. Yeah, so your suspicions are not confirmed. You don't see any signs of traps or anything like that. This looks like more like a stash, if anything, of some kind. It's a small little jewelry box, from what you can tell.
I'm going to pick it up.
It is pretty heavy, considering its size.
I was about to say, I have an 18 in strength. Let's go.
No, it's not like. It's kind of when you pick up a very dense metal that doesn't look like it should weigh that much. But you can hear the clink and clink of things inside it.
Well, we're about to find out. I try to open it. Is it locked?
Oh, it's locked.
Thieves' tools.
Dexterity check with proficiency. Ironically, the DC was not that high for this. It was going to be a 4.
Did
So
you roll a 0?
so
Or
you
0 plus 0 plus 2. Oh, you got a 4. Okay.
so you just roll or not roll. You kind of feel around the tumblers. You kind of slip off of them a few times, but you eventually get after a good 3 or 4 minutes. And there is nothing but sapphires, rubies, emeralds, amethysts, garnets, and just finely cut gems inside it.
Well, this is interesting.
You do take note, there's one gem. It is a ruby with this golden filigree within the cuts of the gem. It's stylized with like an eye.
I
And
take out my Google glasses and I'm going to spend a minute identifying it.
And Stephanie does look familiar.
Hey.
If you would like, you can roll history or arcana, because you've been around. It just affects the information you could possibly get.
Hey.
So you're thinking back through your many, many world travels to Cassidus, and you and Brent come to the same conclusion. You come to the same-ish conclusion. You're like, this thing's bad mojo. This is bad. Brent, this is a gem of bestow curse.
Huh. I can probably make a weapon out of this.
You can make a religion into this.
And it is and on top of that, you do know that it is a 9th level bestow curse. However, it is locked into it pretty much just makes the target mad over the period of a week. Permanently.
Like insane, not angry, right?
Yeah, just insane. Just lose their shit. Their marble's gone.
Okay. Checkaroony.
You know the magical information, not the historical information.
What you doing? Aye.
You both know it'd cause someone permanently to go insane.
I'm holding it in my fingers right now. See? And then I hold it out to the Cassidus.
Cassidus, you see this eye-shaped gem, and it has that kind of cat slit eye. Brennan, you don't see this, but everyone else does. The gem darkens almost as if it blinked.
Ooh.
You can see this.
It's surprised by this.
So, Degacidus, you in a wave of starlight just turn to your fox and was like, "Nope, nuh-uh, not having it. Not vibing with this. Vibes horrible. Vibes have been checked and they have failed."
All right, fine. All right. Put the thing away. Yeah, and I put it in my bag. And then I'm gonna pick up the rest of the box and put it in my bag too.
Okay, you put it away in the thing. As you're putting the gem back, you do feel like a small scrap of paper at the very bottom of the box.
Okay, I am going to take a look at it.
So it's a pretty thick paper that's folded a bunch of times, and you open it up, and it's a scrolled note, and it's hard to read as the words begin to almost like branch off and flow, like a person wrote this in a circle. And
Sorry, I can't. I couldn't hear you.
it's a note, and it's scrolled, and it's written very poorly, as it is a pretty much wrote as if the person wrote in a circle throughout the entire paper in a spiral.
Ooh.
Can I determine what it says?
Oh yeah, it's in common. It's just that you have to constantly rotate the paper to read it.
Okay, what does it say?
It calls me. I hear it. The flapping, the buzzing, the wanting, the needing. Is it my time to dream? Is it my time to leave? Will I walk amongst the infinite and vast nothingness? The sea of the endless nightmares, the pits of bottomless hope. Will I see the tyrant of voids? Will I see the lady of luck? Will I see beyond the veil to see the mistress herself? Beyond the blight, beyond nature, beyond order, beyond ritual. And it kind of just, after a certain point, becomes unintelligible, then it becomes intelligible. Ah, it is my time to dream. I leave this as a parting gift to the world for whoever may find it next. And there's a very, like, eerie smiley face at the end of it.
Huh. Okay, I shoved the paper back in the box and then I shut it. And I put it in my bag.
Okay, easy enough to do. After that, the journey goes pretty much unbothered. No real things going by. You're back in Starview. Things are going pretty good. You get. Yep.
Hello.
Some things that happened I'll get with the people whose applies to later.
Hey. Starview.
You do see, once again, another familiar face. This one is now Yafir, the cleric that you guys worked with for a bit. You see him fanning himself with a sequence fence, checking a sundial for the time occasionally. Then he finally sees, he's like, "There you are, God, you lot are hard to find. Your group is constantly growing and things are constantly changing, but you know what it is what it is. I have come with very interesting news I thought you'd want to hear. If you're interested. I heard you have a war room.
Yes.
Shall we gather?
Yes, indeed.
So this now,
Whoa.
so for the sake of brevity, this is across all characters would know this. So if you just want to stick with your current characters, they're all just going to be kind of silent for the time being.
Stop trying to roll over on the keyboard.
Yep.
Is it?
So swap Arnie's.
Or no?
Oh yeah, Abe, you went to Machina and found out that the elves that they stole the thing from were already there, and you found out there was a change of leadership while you were traveling. So they were able to then relinquish it in good faith, as no one in Machina would willingly work on it, and they already had to draft people and do a government order to make them work. Yeah, they were not having it. They were like, we don't want to start a war. So the issue is already resolved by a new magistrate apparently staging a coup. So Abe would be back if you would like him to, or just stay in Machina and learn more.
Learn more about what?
Just the Divine Magisterium, how Machina works. It is a living city of clockwork. The city itself rotates.
Oh, Abe but would not be interested in that. He'd be on his way back.
Okay, so you'd be back by then. Because about 10 days have passed.
Would Janek have been successful in his endeavor?
Oh, fuck yeah, you would be. So Yafir then is now going to lay down some information. It's like, I have procured some information. So Marie, do you know one of these things already? Because you already talked to me about that one thing. Oh, with my communing and my kind of fans himself affairs of many kinds, I have found certain relics and artifacts and magical items that might be able to help you on your journeys. If you're interested, anyways. Some of them pretty far out of the way. Samuri, you do learn of the artifact, the Sanctulus. You already know of it. You know where it is, roughly, in the Dwarven lands. Everyone also learns of a large Khopesh that gives off a mirage-like heat. Said to, whenever it harms a person, it has a chance to also help them. An hourglass said to have powerful but tainted magic.
Magic hourglass, you say?
Yep.
I apologize.
A mask of wicked intent. Where's the other one? A necklace of warning made from the sap from the first tree.
Ooh.
I have to keep finding my fucking lists. A warhammer or battle axe, as Yafir was not sure which one is actually true, of great power and said to be crafted by Onum the Allfather himself, Lord of the Giants. However, he says it's in a very unsavory place. He says these are the artifacts he knows about. He can tell you about all of them, or you have amount of time and you can come back and see if you want to keep finding them. However, Muri already knows the location of one of these. He's like, aww.
Are any of those in the Isle of Riven? I'm planning a trip there. We could knock out two birds with one stone.
Oh, well, he kind of looks into his very tattered and just bulky journal. It appears that the Khopesh is, ironically, a trinket from a war won long ago. Now resting within one of the High Ravani's palaces.
Heist. Heist time. All right. Oh, since everyone's here, Janek, I have a present for you. And she hands you the 10-pound bag of sketchy mushrooms.
He just goes, you should have.
I think it would be beneficial if perhaps we could find any helpful effects we could get out of these, and perhaps you can start growing some. I got 2 of each, so plenty to experiment with.
Oh, he is gonna go crazy.
Oh god. The
Just-
creations.
Absolutely crazy over this. Let's see. What can you actually do with it? Trying to see what spells I could use to affect them. Would detect poison and disease work on determining which ones are poisonous / deadly?
You
I guess it
gather
would
that
be poisonous, but
to some extent these are all poisonous. However, they are not lethal.
okay.
They all kind of involve a con save of some kind. Also, before I forget, he does elaborate on the Kopesh.
Oh,
long,
yes,
long
sorry.
ago, before the islands of Riven were separated into 3 parts, and once again fought over by the Arcanums, they fought against a government of people. And you see him kind of look at Abe, that I'm sure you're quite familiar with, dear.
Can you repeat that?
A government of people that you're quite familiar with, and he said that in reference to you, Abe.
Abe raises an eyebrow and asks, "What do you mean?"
The Caliphate, darling, the Caliphate. I think, maybe, probably. I'm not going to lie. After a certain point, I assume anything spooky and from the deserts, it's kind of your guys' purview.
Abe raises a finger and opens his mouth, and then just doesn't say anything and closes his mouth and lowers his head.
He's spitting straight facts.
Well, is it Caliphate, or is it one of the tribes or emirs?
Well, from what I can gather, it was in the ownership of a grand leader claiming to be a godkin of some kind. And if you'd like, you can roll history on this.
Okay.
With advantage.
As Ibrahim ibn Ibrahim.
Yeah, no, this is not Caliphate in origin or description of the blade.
That is not Caliphate.
Well, you're the only desert people I know, so don't know who else it could be. But then again, I do not have much knowledge of the continent of Zorand, or the Isles of Riven, or the wars they fought, other than the fun ones. Have you ever seen a bunch of pitchforks, spears, and torches thrown against a bunch of mages? It never ends well for the pitchforks and torches. They somehow won that one, though. Pretty funny. Force all the mages into these towers. And what have you. They have to have a special license unless you're a foreigner. Or you can just lie like I do. So it's fun. Oh yes, darling, it is. The entire table turns.
Oh my god, I was muted. I instantly said Stephanie scowls.
And after that one, I do believe the closest would be the Necklace of Warding, made from the sap from the first tree.
Sounds useful.
Oh, it's in the lands of poison, in one of the lost ziggurats of the Oboran Empire. However, there is one that's relatively nearby on this continent that would be Sanctalisk. However, it's, guarded by countless eldritch horrors. So I don't have to talk to you about it at this point.
Nothing a bit of grease and fire can't handle.
That's what we all used to think, and now some of them are not as flammable as the rest.
Anything that
seems
has fire
that-
resistance will instantly be like 1,000 times harder to fight.
It seems that after a certain point they learn, however, they lose their weakness, but gain another in return. It seems now thunder and poison seem to affect them a bit more. So there's still a few running around that still don't like acid and fire.
Janik is just immediately planning poison traps and poison weapons.
Making a bunch of notes frantically.
Just full Skaven.
So, do as you wish, and I can act as your guide to any of them if you'd like.
Fantastic. Well, I'm planning, like as I said, a trip to the Ribbon. So anybody who would like to come along, I guess I will have a log here for you all to sign up on. And perhaps we can go after this artifact while we're there.
What is the Riven?
The Isles. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot you're asking that character. I'm dead.
The Isles of Riven. It's a country. Not too far from here, if I'm not mistaken.
It's about one airship. It's about 3 weeks. It's pretty.
3 weeks. Okay, damn, it is far.
You guys are going from like the center of a continent. It's kind of like taking a ship from like Baja California to like almost India.
Oof.
Yeah, it's possible. And considering that it would take like a month and a half on a normal ship.
Well, I need to go for my own personal research, so the more the merrier, I say.
Would anyone like to go, or is this just going to be a theft thing?
That only. Solo-mish.
She's gonna go and take the artifact by herself. She's just gonna have a bunch of enchanted equipment to help her.
It's like, well, you guys are doing stupid shit. I was getting the rare, hard to get stuff.
She just gets all the fucking high level shit, comes back, I'm like, I'm level 20 now, guys. Sorry.
Have fun.
I cast Wish.
I've evolved
now.
past the need for mortal.
I have evolved beyond your mortal whims.
Aside from that, Moiri, could I speak with you privately after we're done here? Okay. Bastard. Aside from my trip to the Isle of Riven, could I speak with you after we're done here, Moiri? In private? Nothing too concerning, I assure you. No, God no. No offense, of course. This is more academic.
I mean, the irony.
perhaps I'll do some solo research before coming back to you with this. Then.
What is this you speak of? What is school?
We got another one.
We got him, boys.
Oh, you mean when the elders would teach you things? My elders never punished any of us.
I wish I had people to teach me things. Although now I have Stephanie.
Stephanie smiles. No, I just give him little treats.
Mushrooms.
Sprinkles little cheese
Out
on
of-
you.
Out of character, this sounds so suggestive and just
Oh, it does. That's why I'm being quiet.
I give him treats when he's a good boy. I hate this. Stephanie being completely oblivious to any kind of innuendos.
Janik just being like, yes, cheese.
Jesus. Stephanie does have the expensive rations.
Stephanie buys cheese specifically for Janik.
Exotic cheeses.
Green cheeses.
Fungus.
He attacked his rat.
Janik's favorite thing is just fungus cheese. Like blue cheese.
God.
All of the different... Yeah. All of the cheeses that have fungus in them in some way.
So, after, resting and stuff, what's everyone's plans?
Janik is going to do poison research. And I just gave him locate animals and plants. So now he's gonna look for things that are poisonous.
Are you trying to... Oh, okay. Easy enough to do. You can make poison.
He's gonna make so much poison.
Stewing up some poison.
Vivoth emerges from a shadow.
It is my time. Child, you know not of what you do. Let me teach you, young master.
What is this?
That's Ratatouille.
Nah, I know, but I don't remember what this scene is from. Oh, yeah.
Dead.
They didn't pay me.
I am gonna have to say, y'all, because, I still don't feel the greatest. I'm probably gonna call it right now.
Understandable.
Your boy feels extra yucky, and I also might have extra yucky COVID, so yay.
Oh no.
Sure. It's very personal. I'd prefer to go into the moth chat. I'll be back, y'all. Hello, we're in moth chat. What? The TLDR is exposed to COVID. Try to get an appointment. No one really thinks could have COVID. Show symptoms of COVID. Oh, I thought you meant something else. Oh, okay, never mind. We can go back to normal chat.
I can.
I totally misread that.
You're free.
I heard a serious tone. I didn't think